Hi guys, welcome to this video. I'm so excited to record this new
concept.
This is gonna be a walkthrough analysis of my latest arrangement of Good Luck Babe by Chappell Roan, which is available on the Music Notes Signature Artist YouTube channel, so just check the link down below. And so let's just start this analysis. I heard the song for the first time like 1 month ago. I was driving my car and one friend of mine played this song. And I was really, interested in this kind of
Vintage
vibes, The song starts with this
vintage
dreamy drum groove, which of course is not possible to play on the keyboard. So I decided I would create some sort of background with a G6 chord, which also sounds like an inversion of E minor, right? Like first inversion. And I played the melody of the introduction on this chord, which I kind of arpeggiate. And then I open up the harmony and I go to the bass note, which is a B, because the last chord of this progression is a B minor. So what is the progression? It's pretty simple. It's G major, so first. It's gonna be A major, second. It's gonna be D major, fifth. And it's gonna be B minor, third minor. So I try to also make the progression more interesting by creating some inversions, some substitutions. Let's quickly check about this. For example, in the very beginning, I use inversion of D major to create this sort of sound. And also the second time, I create another kind of feeling, which is basically using a pedal of G. So the first chord, it's gonna be a G major. And the second chord, it's gonna be a A major with G in the bass. So it's gonna be... and then it goes back to the inversion, F sharp inversion. And then it comes the most interesting part of the arrangement, the part which goes into the E minor. So I made lots of things here. For example, I create this staccato pattern. And also, there is this repetition on the F sharp. I tried to create, a different vibe with the tremolo. And then, the last and most exciting part, there is this hook which goes into the chorus. Da, 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 right? I was like, I can't play just quarter notes. I need to fill these little gaps in between, right? So I created this pattern, which is basically kind of an arpeggio on the notes of the E minor scale. So it's like... That's very cool, right? I really like it. And the chorus, I have to say that I decided to keep it very simple. One thing which I would like to point out is that, this F sharp, this, I decided to play it as an octave just to give some extra energy to this note because it's very repetitive into the chorus. When we go back to the second verse, I decided to create some moody, dreamy sound by playing arpeggios, which kind of reminds me of Debussy, Sakamoto, Joe Hisaishi, So it's basically... Then I just change one note. This is very, Joe Hisaishi vibes. And then I go to the normal level of energy of the song. This is a pedal again of G. Then I make a dominant F sharp chord out of this inversion of D. So basically this is a dominant chord which goes to the B minor, right? And then what happens? This is also a very interesting part. What is this chord? This is a
Lydian dominant chord.
It's a dominant chord which has been built on the Lydian scale, which in the case of F, it's this one. So what we do, it's basically we take the first, the third, the fifth, the seventh, the ninth, and the 11th, which in this case won't be B flat, but it's gonna be B, you know? And this chord works very, very well when you wanna land on a minor chord which is half step down. In this case, you will go from F dominant to E minor. The secret is that both chords share lots of tensions, so they sound very, very well. And then let's go straight to the end of the second chorus, because what's happening here? There is a bridge, which in the original song, there's lots of reverb there, you know, it gives this kind of a dreamy vibe, you know? But on the piano, what I wanted to do is bring some sort of idea of a Disney romantic moment. Then I just repeat one octave up, and there is a closing arpeggio. And then I go back to the E minor game, you know, I told you it's the favorite part. I really make a sort of a groove with the bass notes of the piano. And every time I repeat, I go up one octave. The last time I will be back on the low register of the piano, but why? Because in my head I had this idea of creating a scale which goes up until the F sharp, which begins the chorus, right? Right? And at the end I will just play the final chorus with this disruptive
pitch it down effect,
which I can't play here. Maybe? Yes. So I hope you guys enjoyed this kind of new concept video. Let me know in the comments if this was something interesting and if you want analysis of more arrangements. And don't forget to, if you haven't yet, to go in the description of this video and check the full arrangement. Thank you guys, see you next time.